Good morning, guys. Coming to you once again, plucked from the garden. I'm so excited about the topic today. um, it's kind of spontaneous because I never just, get up and just start writing or start doing anything. But I was just kind of going over some things that I had written down. And the topic today and plucked from the garden is don't become a pawn shop sale. And the reason why I say don't become a pawn shop sale because we should never let anyone put a value on our self-worth. We should never put the value of our self-worth into somebody else's hands because, you may be worth $100 million, but somebody else may value you as $1 or $100, which is like $1. So never let anybody never put your value into somebody else's hands, because as my daddy always tells me, nobody else is gonna take care of your stuff like you take care of your stuff. So when it comes down to a pawn shop, when you start taking your worth and your value and putting it into somebody else's hands, it's like taking it to a pawn shop. So you go to a pawn shop. What happens at a pawn shop? You go to the pawn shop and you might have this ring that's worth $5,000. But when you go into a pawn shop, what a pawn shop is going to do is they're going to tell you, well, I'll give you $500 for the ring. Or better yet, they might not even give you $500. They might say, I'll give you $300 for the ring. And you like, $300? I pay $1,000 for this. Why would I sell it to you for $300? Well, guess what? That's exactly what is happening when you put your value and your worth into somebody else's hands. You might as well have took it to the pawn shop. So that pawn shop dealer, they gonna tell you that, oh, you it's worth this X amount of dollars, and you know how much money you paid for that. So once an item is sold, that's the thing, because once you have given yourself up like that and put your value into somebody's hands, guess what? It's no guarantees that you could be bought back if you were sold. So that item could be sold, but it's no guarantee that the people are gonna come back, to get this item. So that's what a pawn shop dealer, that's his biggest come up, is that the people don't realize the value of what they have, or they know the value of what they had, but they were willing to sell themselves short. They were willing to settle because they needed, oh, I got to take care of this, oh, I got to take care of that, not realizing that what you have to take care of, is it really worth going to take your stuff and sell your stuff? I'm not knocking anybody if that's what you decided to do. I'm just using this as an example on how we put our lives, our self-worth, and our value into somebody else's hands, which putting it into somebody's hands is like taking it to a pawn shop, and they're not gonna see the value in you the same. Not and you will never get that when you step into a pawn shop. So that means that you don't even you don't even get to a point where you ever want to sell this item. You ever want to get rid of this item. You want to hold on to this item because you know that this item is very valuable. You know that it's worth a lot of money. Or sometimes it's not even a lot of money. Sometimes it could be some kind of certificate or something that's very important, that is the value, and that value is great or grand. But as for a person or a human being, you know taking putting your life into somebody else's hands in that sense, especially a pawn shop, putting your life into somebody's hands like that, then what happens is they begin to gamble with you. They begin to gamble on your heart. They begin to gamble on your emotions. They begin to gamble on your mind when you give them that kind of power. You know, it's, do I think she's worth it? Do I think he's worth it? No, I think I'm just going to do this, or I think I'm just going to do that, you know. Whereas if you never, once again, if you never settle and take your stuff or yourself to the pawn shop, then you don't have to ever worry about losing yourself or losing your self-worth or your self-value. You want to be in a place, you know, if you want to put yourself out there, then put yourself out there around people that hold the same value for themselves, not pawn shop value, but value, full value. Not half of the value, but full value of who you are. You want to put yourself around people that are just as strong as you are, if not stronger. And it's nothing wrong with having people that might not be as strong as you. The thing is, you want to have somebody there that's going to make the value higher. That's just like if in a pawn shop, well, guess what? It's going to be a new owner that comes in. It's going to be somebody else that comes in that looks at this item and says, oh, man, you know, they take it because they came in as the, they came in as the person that retrieves gambled treasure. So they understand the worth and the value of this item or this thing. So it's the same thing, you know, as far as you have the power and you have the control when you put yourself and surround yourself around people that can build your value, that can grow you, that can change your mind, give you a new heart, give you a new mind, a new thought process, a different way of doing things. Not necessarily that that way was the bad way, but no, you know, if you get this little cleaner right here and you put this on there, I'm telling you, it'll make this thing pop. That's what you want. You want people in your life like that, that's gonna build you, that's gonna grow you and help you along your journey. But first, before you even find those people, guess what? You're not even going to find those people even along the journey if you have not found worth and value in and of yourself. If you don't feel like you deserve it, if you don't feel like you're worthy, if you're always down on yourself, hard on yourself, because you made this mistake and you made that mistake. I mean, come on, like, we're human. People make mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. You know, I do things that, oh my gosh, I didn't mean it like that. Or when I said that, I didn't mean it in that sense, you know, or what, you know, you have to go back and fix this or correct this. Like, that's like a roller coaster when you have to go back like that. So, like I said, it's no guarantee that, you know, with your life in somebody else's hands and they decide to gamble with it and gamble it away, it's no guarantee that the new person that comes in your life or the new people that come into your life, because you don't have any control at this point. Remember, you gave up your power. You gave up your power when you took it to the pawn shop. You gave up your power when you went around people and you hung around people that didn't make you better. You gave up your power when you thought that you needed somebody to tell you that you were great. You gave up your power when you thought that you needed somebody to push you and say, you gotta do it, you gotta do it, I believe in you, I know, you know, that you can do it, da, 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 da. Guess what? You don't always get that. you have to be able to find that in and of yourself. So, like I said, it's no guarantees putting your life in your value into somebody else's hands. Because once again, like my dad always says, nobody's gonna take care of your stuff how you take care of your stuff. So I would admonish, I mean, even myself, you know, this is on me obviously because it is some things that, a lot of times people look at me and it's like, oh, Nicole, she just is so positive, she's just so this, or she just so that. And some of y'all stop, because I know you say that I'm mean, but that's okay, you be all right. I just tell you the truth. And most people don't like that. So but find your self-worth. Know your self-worth. Stop settling for just any and every little thing that come your way. When things come into your life, you need to know, is this going to be attributable to me, or is this going to tear me down? Is this going to take me to a place? If I hang around this person, is this person going to make me feel less than who I am? Is this person gonna make me, discouraged? Are they gonna make me sad? Are they doing anything with their lives? Do they find worth and value in themselves? These are, questions that you need to ask when you start attaching yourself and your value. Always remember that even when you're going around people and, like I said, attaching yourself to people, guess what? You might be attaching yourself to people that don't even hold the same value as you. You might be the clearest diamond or whatever, I don't know. It's been a minute. But you might be, the clearest diamond and the best diamond and da 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 da. And then, you might have the cubic zirconia that looks like, oh yes, this is the real deal and da 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 da, but it's really not the real deal. So, you might be walking around with the cubic zirconia, but the cubic zirconia is, it has the look and the image of what you are, but it's not the diamond. It's not real. So you want to make sure that you surround yourselves around people that are diamonds, and it's not so much that you can't be around, this person or that person. No, you need to have enough control and know that even when you are around somebody that has low self-value or may have low self-esteem, that you don't go down with them. And that will be the issue with dealing with people that are not necessarily where you are. You have to know yourself, know your self-worth, and know yourself enough that I can, hang around this, or I can be around that, or I can do this, but I can do this only in moderation. Because guess what? I have friends of all types. I'm talking about homeless friends, I ain't even gonna go there. I have friends of all types from every arena, every direction. And in all of it, guess what? I had to learn my self-worth and know how to conduct myself accordingly when I go around different arenas, and be strong enough and know, oh no, I'm not strong enough right now. I know this person right here might have, yes, this person might have low self-esteem right now. I might not need to be around a person right now with low self-esteem because I'm feeling kind of down on myself. So the main thing is just being mindful, searching out, looking at yourself, viewing yourself, and seeing what you're worth, and stop letting people pawn you. Stop being sold off so easy for nothing. Stop settling for any and everything that somebody gives you. You know, just because somebody give you something, that don't mean it's good for you. Just because somebody is there, that don't mean that they're good for you. You know, so you have to be careful with those things. I'm not gonna keep you guys too long. I think that's about the length of the last video, but that was the main thing that I wanted to talk about today. Don't become a pawn shop sale. Don't sell yourself off to the pawn shop because you are not going to get what you're worth at a pawn shop. All right. So that's my message today from Pluck from the Garden. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. You're always welcome to leave comments. If you have a topic or subject, something that's heavy on your mind, something that you wanted to talk about, and it'll be anonymously. But I mean, if you just had a topic, shoot your topic. You know, it could be something that we could talk about, something that we could pluck from our garden or fertilize, add to our garden. Let us know. It's not a, oh, just a me thing. No, I'm open to hear what other people have to say too, because that's what this is for. This is to help other people. Not only does it help other people, but it also helps me as well. So your journey into self-love and self-care, guess what? It's also my journey. If I'm talking, it's helping me to, it's bettering me, and it's holding me accountable even to the things that I speak on. So I hope that you guys got something out of it. We'll talk again soon. Thank you. Love you guys. Later.